That's K9GCR to all stations. I will be calling the Friday Night Fun Net in exactly 5 minutes at 8 o'clock. Again, I'll be calling the Friday Night Fun Net exactly 5 minutes at 8 o'clock. This is K9GCR. We're going to stand by for the net. CQ Field Day, CQ Field Day. This is Whiskey 9 Foxtrot, Whiskey 9 Foxtrot Field Day. CQ Field Day, CQ Field Day. Whiskey 9 Foxtrot, Whiskey 9 Foxtrot Field Day. Roger, 3 Alpha, New York, please copy 1 Alpha, Illinois. QSL. 7-3, good luck in the contest. Good evening, everybody. It's 8 o'clock. And welcome to the special field day edition of the Friday Night Fun Net on the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford. My name is Jim. My call is K9 GCR. I'm located here in Freeport. I'll be your host this evening. The purpose of having this net is what the name implies, to have fun. This is what this hobby of amateur radio is all about, in addition to providing emergency communications if when situation warrants. The secondary purpose of this net is to provide an on-air meeting place for all amateur radio operators. Everybody's welcome to check in. You do not have to be a member of any club, organization, group, or association to participate in this net. All you need is a valid FCC license. This net meets each and every Friday evening at 8 p.m. This repeater is a PL 114.8 plus offset. You need to have that programmed in your radio in order to have access to the repeater. This is the Friday Night Fun Net for Friday, June 21st, 2024. The first Friday Night Fun Net of the summer. This net is being live streamed around the world via the internet, via YouTube. Mike, K9MED in Rochelle, is doing the honors. He's also recording this net for future replay on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. For those of you who are listening on the internet, you can check in on the internet with Mike, K9MED, and he in turn will relay your internet net check-in to me. Let me reset. If you're on the 6th, you can hear the repeater, but you can't get to it due to conditions. You're too far away from it, or you don't have internet access. You can give me a call on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Hotline, area code 815-232-FN-FN, 232-3636, the local Freeport number. I'll take your check-in over the phone before I check it on the radio first if at all possible. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take... First, going to take a short time or mobile check-ins. If you can't stay for the net, you got something else going on, like you're watching a movie or something on TV, or like Friday Night SmackDown or what have you. If you can't stay for the net, I'll take your short time check-in. If you have traffic, we'll do your traffic right away. Then after we get done short time on mobile stations, we'll take general check-ins. Now, as you know, we've done something different for the past month or so. We've decided to do the check-ins different. This is the old Wednesday evening SWAT net roll call segment. Well, we're not doing roll call. Let me do that again. This is the old Wednesday evening Siemens County Repeaters Association Wednesday evening SWAT net check-in format. I brought it back and made it incorporated into the Friday Night Fun Net. We're going to take, let's see, A through G, H through N, O through T, and U through Z. This being the third Friday in June, we're going to start with the Oscar through Tango segment. When you, my call is K9 GCR, we're looking for the G after the 9. So, okay, let me reset. This is K9 GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net, and K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting from Friday Night Fun Net Center here in Freeport. Okay. As we get done with check-ins, we're going to do the first roundtable. First roundtable, what are you going to be doing for Field Day? Are you participating in Field Day? I'll mention some of the Field Day sites that'll be where you can go for your favorite Field Day operation. And then that's we'll talk about. Then we'll do, after that, we'll do our features. We'll do the Friday Night Fun Net Tech Corner. What kind of antenna do you want to put up in your tower? What kind? Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? You want to buy what kind of radio do you want to buy? Base, mobile, all mode, APRS, FT8, DMR. If you have any technical questions, please feel free to ask them. We'll do our best to answer them for you. Then we'll do the Friday Night Fun Net contest / DX corner. Did you make any DX reports? Contacts, I should say. Well, I did quite a few of them this week. Then we'll have the Swamp Net. You have any items to buy, sell, or trade, or want to relate to hobbies, Rams radio, or computers? We'll definitely do that. Oh, by the way, I'm using blue and green ink. Blue for the sky and green for the ink or for the ground. Let's all hope and pray that the rain stays away, at least until 7 o'clock. All right. With all so-called formalities out of the way, let's get underway. Do we have any short-time mobilizations? I'd like to check in. Please go now.
WG9GG, Greg in Rockford.
AC9NW, Tom and Roscoe, short time, no traffic.
KD9MED, Dale, short time today.
N4WGN, Bob here in Freeport, Jimmy, just about a mile west, short timer, no traffic.
K9BW, I'm short time, no traffic.
Okay, I got a whole slew of short-time stations. Okay, here's what I have. WG9GG, Greg, thanks for checking in, and once again, congratulations on your new call. Saturday, have a good evening. If you're going to do field day tomorrow, hopefully everything will go well for you. AC9NW, Tom and Roscoe, I've got you checked in short time. 7-3, have a good time at field day if you're going to do that this weekend. Thanks for checking in. K9YBG, Dale and Rockford, short time this week. Okay. Probably getting ready for field day. Probably going to hit the sack early. Okay, sounds good. Thanks for checking in, Dale. 7-3. N4WGN, Bob here in Freeport, about a mile west of me. I've got you checked in. 7-3, you have a good evening. Maybe things go well. I'll talk to you later tonight after the net on 3-9 repeater. Thanks for checking in. NIBWM, Bruce and Robert, got you checked in, Bruce. Have a good evening. Thank you for checking in, and have a happy field day if you're going to be participating. Okay, are there any more short-time mobilizations I'd like to check in? Please go now.
KC9QPL, Paul Lewisburg, your short time 73.
KC9QPL, okay, Paul, I've got you checked in. Are you going to be participating in field day this weekend?
I don't know whether I'll make it or not.
Well, you won't have so far to go. It's at Camp Winnebago. So they'll be getting set up around 9 o'clock, and they'll get underway at 1 o'clock with the field day activities. Okay, Paul, thanks for checking in. Any more short-time mobilizations, I'd like to check the Friday Night Fun Net. Please go now.
AI9R.
AI9R. Okay, Tom, I've got you checked in. Thanks for checking in. Are you going to be participating in the field day?
I don't know, Jimmy. I might. If I do, it'll be here from home, but I'm not sure what's going to happen. You know what's going on, so just one day at a time.
I understand, Tom. You have my deepest sympathy. I understand. Okay, hey, Southern, have a good evening. Thanks for checking in. Any more short-time mobilizations you want to check in? Please call now. Okay, there being no further short-time mobilizations. Let's see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 short-time stations. I think we had more than that last week, but who's counting, right? Okay. Let's go with general check-ins. We are now, this being the third Friday of the month, we're going to go with the third segment. Oscar through Tango. Like my call is K9 G-Star. We're looking for the G after the 9. A stations, Oscar through Tango. Would like to check the Friday Night Fun Net. Please call now.
Kilo, Charlie 9, Romeo Golf Golf, Norm in Orfordville, Wisconsin.
K9RGG, Norman Orfordville. Okay, Norm, we got you checked in. Norm, I'll get back to you in a few minutes. Thank for the roundtable. Thanks for checking in. Any more stations? Old Screw C, Oscar through Tango would like to check in. Please call now. Okay, let's move to the second segment of the evening. Uniforms through Zulu, U through Z. Please call now.
W9AXD Ricky Loves Park, no traffic.
W9RFD, Ricky and Loves Park, one of the net control operators on Northern Illinois Skywarn. You do a great job, Ricky, and thanks for all you do. Okay, Ricky, I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you in a few minutes for the first roundtable. Thanks for checking in. Any more stations, uniform through Zulu, I'd like to check in. Please call now. Okay, we'll try the third segment of the evening now. Alpha through Golf, A through G. Please call now. Okay, everybody must be out enjoying the weather. Who can blame them? Take your HTs when you go out like that. We would love to hear from you. Okay. No station. One more time. Any stations Alpha through Golf. This is K9GCR. Net control of the Friday Night Fun. Looking for check-ins Alpha through Golf. Please call now.
Hey Jimmy, go ahead and check me in as well. KD9MED, Mike and Rochelle.
K9MED. Okay, Mike, I'll go ahead and check in. Well, this net is not formal, so don't worry about it. Anybody checking out turns, we ain't gonna worry about it. We're not like some of the other, well, they got, I think this is the only net around here that's not formal. We'll put it that way. All right. All right, thanks for checking in, Mike. All right, let's go through let's see. Hotel through November. Please call now.
Larry, short time. Sorry I got in here late. K9KZT clear. Have a good night.
K9KZT, Larry Robert, KCW. Got you checked in. It's short time. Don't worry about you're never too early, you're never too late to be worthy of checking in the Friday Night Fun. That's our motto. Okay, Larry. By the way, Larry, are you going to be involved in field day this weekend?
I'm going out there at 9 to help set it up, and after that, I'm not sure. Whatever's needed. K9KZT.
Okay, Larry, sounds good there. Thanks for checking in. This case on G-Charter Friday Night Fun at K9RFD Repeater in Rockford. There was another station trying to check in at the same time that Larry K9KZT was. Other station, come back, please.
KD9MED.
K9MED. Okay, Carrie and Rockford, the Duke of Digital DX. Okay, Carrie, I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you in a few minutes roundtable. Thanks for checking in. All right, any more stations? H through N, please call now. Okay, any stations from anywhere in the alphabet. Alpha through Zulu, A through Z, please call now.
Hey Jimmy, I got an interesting one for you. KD9MED here. Well, the guy doesn't have a call sign, but he is a mobile trucker, and says that he's in with Ben-Hur Trucking. So that's interesting. No call sign, but he's actually in our live stream over here right now. So wish we could check him in, but it says 27.385 is smoking tonight. That's what he says.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah, and hopefully you'll be interested. And see, I told you, I always said there are a lot of non-hams who don't listen to this net. There are a lot of non-hams who listen to this net. Hopefully that truck driver you'll consider maybe getting a Tech Q&A book from ARRL, maybe studying license, study for your ham radio license. That'd be great. Okay. Well, I'm glad he's listening. Thank you very much there, Mike.
Yeah, hey Jimmy, he's actually mobile on southwest Oklahoma, or southeast Oklahoma actually.
Oh boy, that is terrific. That is terrific. No telling we can pick up. Thank you very much.
Check in. Log.
Okay. Any more stations? Alpha through Zulu. A through Z. Would like to check the Friday Night Fun net. Please call now.
Fine.
That's great. That reminds me of Justin K9RFD before he became a ham radio operator. He was listening to this, then he called me on the phone. He wanted to know what this was. He never knew what ham radio was. He never heard of it before. But we all told him, he's got a license, and he's going to, the rest of his history, soon he'll be studying and taking his extra class test.
So I know Jimmy's over here talking on the radio and got that. So I don't know if you can exactly hear me, but tonight's a little unusual. We've got a mobile trucker on the channel tonight. Very interesting.
Norm, KC9RGD in Orfordville. Are you going to be participating in field day this weekend?
KC9GCR, KC9RGG. Nope, Jim, I'm not going to make it this year. I got a prairie restoration project here in Orfordville, and I've got a musk thistle problem, and every day I get up and I'm out there about 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I work as long as I can whacking the musk thistle. So I think I'll pass for this year, but I encourage everybody to go out there and have a good time. It's a great thing to do, and I'll do it the next time I have some time. So, KC9GCR, KC9RGG.
Okay, Norm. Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay. I was going to have you stand by for the second round table, but I think you probably want to hit the sack, so you just go ahead. The second topic on the round table, I'm just going to do my annual survey. You like the 95, you like this weather, or you like the 20 degree below zero weather? But that'll be the second round table. Norm, thank you very much for checking in. You have a good evening. All right. WX9RLT, Ricky. Are you going to be what are you going to be doing for field day, or are you going to be involved in that this year?
Good evening, and Jimmy and everybody on the net. This is WX9RLT. Long story short, I do plan on going out there. Hopefully I'll see everybody out there. Usually when I go out to field day, it's usually late at night, so a lot of people are sleeping and not active when I slide through. I do plan on hopefully operating HF. Hopefully they got some stations set up. Long story short, I haven't played on HF in, gosh, a couple years now, so I am really got that bug to do it again. So field day couldn't have happened at a better time. So hopefully, we see the new hams out there, and people that are not hams, hopefully they come out and check it out. And I know, Rah usually puts on well, not usually, they put on an amazing, event every year. So, my hat goes off to everybody that's involved. I can't say thank you enough. So, to put a long story short, yeah, I do plan on going out there. I just don't know exactly what time. So, hopefully, like I said, I'll see everybody out there. So I'll send it back to you, Jimmy, W9RFD. Hopefully I'll see a lot of people out there.
Okay, sounds good, Ricky. Let's hope they do. Hope a lot of people show up there, too. I'm hoping that the TV stations will show up, send at least some news crews out there they can cover it. That'd be nice. More importantly, let's hope the rain stays away until Sunday after 1 o'clock. We'll put it that way. Thanks for checking in there, Ricky. All right. KD9MED, Mike. What are you going to be doing for a field day?
Hey, Jimmy, KD9MED here. Yep, tentatively speaking, I'd like to show up out there, even if it's briefly. Might show and tell the PRC 320 that I have also, but we'll see. Got to kind of watch the heat and all that too. But tentatively speaking, I think I'll be out there. KD9MED, back to net.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, they're going to be having, you guys down there will be having theirs down at the Ogle County Airport. So I guess from what I understand, there is not going to be any kind of a VE testing session. That would have been nice if we would have been able to do so. So, okay, Mike, thank you very much there. Okay, Terry, K9MED, what's going on with you? Are you going to be participating in field day this weekend?
This is KD9MED. I'm sure that sometime this year I'll take my portable setup outside to test it out to check out my preparedness. But I won't be going to any organized events tomorrow. So,
Case on GTR. Okay, now we're going to do our regular features there. So, okay, well, first of all, what I'm going to do, of course, the rah-rah field days activities will take place at Camp Winnebago this, like tomorrow and Sunday. Steve Second Repair Association, we're going to be having our field day at tomorrow, this weekend at Flagstaff Hill, located beautiful Crape Park on the southwest side of Freeport. I'm planning on being there. We're going to have our annual potluck. We bring a dish to pass. Well, first of all, they're going to get everything set up at, I'd say about 9, 10, or 11 o'clock in the morning. Then at noon, we're going to have our potluck, and at 1 o'clock, we're going to get underway with the field day activities. I regret to inform you that we will not be doing any nighttime operating. Seems like Norm, Case 9, the NVN, who was organizing the field days activities, the past several years he's having problems with the park board. So I don't know what's going to happen. As a result, there will be no nighttime operating. I know Justin K9FDO wanted so bad to come out. So, but we'll get underway early on Sunday morning. Let's hope the rain stays away. And let me reset. Boone County, Belvedere, they're having their field days activities at the Township Highway building. I don't know what township that would be in, but they're having their field days activities this weekend. I think they're going to be operating at 24 hours. We'll see what happens. Ogle County, the Hams will be having their field day activities at the Ogle County Airport. I think they're going to have a breakfast at one of the restaurants in Oregon or Mount Morris. Then they'll get everything set up for field day. They'll get underway at 1 o'clock. As far as I know, there will be no VE testing session, which will take place at the Ogle County Fairgrounds. So, okay, that's the list of all the field day activity that's going to be taking place this weekend. So, let me see. All right, let me reset. All right, now we're going to do the Friday Night Fun Net Tech Corner. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of an antenna do you want to put up in your tower? What kind of radio do you want to buy? Base, mobile, all mode, APRS, FT8, DMR? If you have any technical questions, please feel free to ask them. We'll do our best to answer them for you. Does anybody have any technical questions they'd like to bring before the net this time? Hey, Mike, KD9MED, did you get your questions answered about any information about the lightning arresters? Did you ever find out any information about that?
I sure did, Jimmy. Yeah, just looking for a different source because, we all know that sadly MFJ is going away. So, yep, I got the answers that I needed. KD9MED, back to net.
That's great. Oh boy, look at that full moon. They're showing on TV. That's the Friday Night Fun Net moon, folks. It was on a Friday. It was always on a Friday night. It's the Fun Net moon. Okay, thanks, Mike. Does anybody else have any technical questions they'd like to bring for the net? Okay, let's go ahead with the Friday Night Fun Net contest / DX Corner. Of course, we all know what's going to be taking place this weekend. But I'm kind of wondering if anybody made any DX contacts this week. So, let's see. Okay, does anybody... I did, but I'm going to wait till after everybody gives theirs. Did anybody make any DX reports that they'd like to pass along? Please go ahead. Okay, Terry, K9MED, did you make any DX reports this week?
This is KD9MED. Well, Jimmy, Logbook of the World is still down, and I'm not going to be doing any transmitting on HF until they come back. So I don't have any contacts to mention. I did do some listening this week, if you want to hear about that.
Sure, go ahead. Hey, it's better than nothing. Go ahead.
Okay. The first thing I did was I tracked a weather satellite that comes over our area quite a bit, NOAA 15 weather satellite, and I wrote it up for the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page. So if anybody's interested in how to do that, it's very, very easy. The details are there at the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page. Brief reset. And then the second thing I did was I monitored a few hours of ACARS from passing aircraft. ACARS is an email system that the big jetliners and jet aircraft use. It's kind of like an email system that runs on VHF, and it's real easy to decode. And if you want to learn how, there was an article in a ham rag a few years back that I wrote about it. Brief reset. And then today, I got a new computer. I just happened to be gifted a Windows 11 computer, so I've been playing with that, and I set up my some of my receiver software on there, and I decided to monitor 6 meters because 6 meter season is well underway now. You'll find plenty of traffic out there. I monitored 6 meters FT8 for a few hours in the middle of the day today, and I heard 56 different stations. My antenna is very directional, so they were all kind of like in a band down the Mississippi Valley, basically. So that was my listening week. KD9MED.
Okay, Gary. Well, that's good. That's definitely terrific. Anybody have any questions or comments for Gary listening? References a listening report.
KD9EPZ. I've got a question, but it's regarding the anyway.
Go ahead, Al. Just give me a chance to check in the net. Go ahead.
K9MED. Question for you, or let me know if you try to run any. I can't seem to get the I've got a brand new Windows 11 computer over here, and it won't let me load the driver for my ICOM, so I can run digital modes on it. And if you would come up with a way of doing it, let me know.
I can drop down there and take a look at it, Al. I can probably get it working for you. What's the model number of your radio?
It's an ICOM IC9100.
Okay. And let's see here. What else do I need to know? That's probably all I need to know to do some research. Get ready. I'll email you when I'm ready to come down. It'll be certainly within the next week.
Okay, very good. Yeah, you know where I live. Thank you for that. Yeah, because I've got it. I've got the laptop. I've got the USB cable to go into the radio, and I've had some people here already trying to get it to work, and nobody's managed to do it. So, but you know, once you came up and said you had a Windows 12 computer, that means you can go experiment with the software or whatever and see if you can get it to. Well, I know you don't have the same radio, but you know, I don't know. I went and I saved up and I bought the thing. And finally, I'm going to get to hook up the computer to the radio, and then it's giving me driver errors.
Well, I have a high level of confidence that I can figure it out. So I'll be getting in touch. KD9MED.
Okay, real good. I haven't seen you in a while anyway, so it'll be good to see you. So, yeah. Let me know if it's coming by next week. And anyway, so back to net, KD9EPZ.
This is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun at K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun at Center and Freeport. Okay, Al, I've got you checked in now. Are you going to be operating field day from your home QTH or not?
Yeah, I think I'll operate some. I may not operate the entire duration, but yeah, I'm going to operate some, and then I'll just when I submit the log or whatever, I'll just direct it to the Ogle County group.
Okay, sounds good, Al. Okay, I got that. Thanks for checking in. Okay, and oh yeah, we're still in the DX corner here. Anybody else have any DX reports they'd like to pass along before I give mine? time in a while. I did make some DX report. Let's see here. Okay, June 16th, on 14.242 megahertz, I made a contact with 1823 hours. I made a station Kilo 0AJW in North Dakota. He was giving me 6.0. Also on June 17th, I made 3 all on 14.290. This is the old Miss net. When the first one went Casey won ILH, one of the net control operators in New Hampshire. He was giving me 7.0. W31 CME, no, WB1C Whiskey Bravo 1 Charlie Mike Golf, also from New Hampshire. He was giving me 5.0. Also on also another second one, K9 on ILH. So now, okay, on Tuesday, I made 2 contacts. Let's see. No, 14.287 at 26 hours. Kilo 1 X-ray Mike from the old Miss net. He's from New Hampshire. And the last contact was on 14.243 megahertz at 21:52 hours. Whiskey 3 Bravo Victor from southeastern Pennsylvania. I heard him say he was 30 miles north of the Liberty Bell. He's north of Philadelphia, so that's right. Those are my HF contacts that I made this week.
Grab those North Dakotas, because some of those grid squares in North Dakota are not that easy to catch. Some of the counties. KD9MED.
Gary, thanks. I'd have to check my logbook. I think that might have been the first or second time I made a contact with the North Dakota. I think last year at Field Day, I think I may have made a contact. I have to look at my logbook. So that's about it. So okay, thank you. Let's see. Now after Field Day, we got we got Canada Day. That's be on Monday, July 1st. Also, that's when 13 counties starts. That'll run from the 1st to the 7th. I'm gonna see if I can make more than 8 contacts I made over the past 2 years. We'll see what happens. But that's what's coming up HF wise. Okay. Do we have any more stations before we continue? Are there any more stations I'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun then? Please go now.
AC9JZ, Jimmy, Mike, and Rockford.
AC9JZ, good evening, Mike. What's going on with you? This sounds like a dumb question, but are you going to be participating in Field Day this weekend?
I do plan to at least show up there. I gave the one guy, Matt, I gave him the coolers that they can use, so I hope those help, and I'll be up there. I'm going to show up. I'm just not sure exactly when, but I'm going to be there.
Okay, sounds good, Mike. Okay, sounds good. Thanks for checking, Mike. We'll get back to you in a few minutes for a second roundtable. Any more stations want to check in? Please go now. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and do the swap net. All lines to be bought, sold, or traded must be related to hobbies of amateur radio or computers. All lines to be bought, sold, or traded must be the property of or in possession of the person who wants to get rid of stuff. may mention the price over there, but haggling should take place either in person or over the telephone. Also, no commercial business of any kind is allowed. Anybody have any swap net traffic they'd like to pass along at this time? Okay. Once again, I got the June Handbrag magazine in the mail yesterday from Verna, KD9MED. Okay, let me get out the information here. This is the one I'm looking for. It's on the last page. Okay. Now this is for sale from the estate of Scott Francis, 89SF. This is from Larry KD9HKX. So, okay, here we go. ICOM IC225, 2-meter transceiver, 10 watts, 1 watt, $45. ICOM IC208H, 2-meter or 70 centimeter, let's see, all right, 2-meter, 55-15 of 5 watts, 70 centimeters, 50-15, 5 watts, $275. ICOM ICV8000, 2-meter transceiver, 75 watts, 25 watts, 10 watts, or 5 watts, $175. ICOM IC28A, 2-meter transceiver, 25 watts, 5 watts, $70. Uniden BC120XLT scanner, 100 channel, $35. All above units sold as working, but untested. Let me reset. Okay, it also has a Barker and Williamson 423 filter, $25. NIC, that NIC 108 KA at 12 volt 8 amp power supply, $40. Heat kit AM2 SWR meter, $10. Home brew 6-meter antenna tuner, $25. Manuals for the ICOM radios are available online. Lower offers will be considered. Contact Larry McFall, KD9HKX. Rah-Rah Secretary, 815-900-1820. I repeat, 815, area code 815-900-1820, or LP McFalls at charter.net. Anybody have any questions? Let's reference these items for sale.
AI9R.
AI9R. Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, I just got back in here and heard you doing your thingy. I've got an Kenwood 820S and a Swan 270. Both of them $200 a piece. If anybody wants them, they got to come get them.
Okay. Anybody have any questions relating to these two pieces of equipment? Do you want them people just to come over to your house, or you want to give out your phone number?
I can give out the phone number. 815-505-7969.
815-501-7969, is that correct?
That's right.
Okay. Anybody have any questions reference to these two items of equipment for sale? Okay, Tom, I hope your phone rings off the hook. So thanks for checking in and bringing that swamp net traffic there.
Okay. I got a Yaesu 2900 too that came out of Bonnie's truck, so if anybody's interested, I'll take 120 for that.
sounds good. Anybody have any questions concerning this piece of equipment for sale? Okay, I hope your phone rings off the hook there, Tom. Thanks for checking in and bringing in that swamp, that traffic.
No problem, Jimmy. Have a great night. Talk to you later, AI9R.
Thanks for checking in. Okay, are there any more stations who would like to, anybody else have any swamp net traffic tonight to pass along? All right, hold on, just a. I gotta do one more item here first, if I can find it. Now, all right, we're gonna do the. Before we proceed, are there any more stations who want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. All right, for the second round table of the evening, you know what we're going to be talking about. This is the first full day of summer. We got our 90-plus degree readings and heat index and what have you. This is something we hope for, pray for, what have you, every year when it's 20 degrees below zero. I'm going to do a survey. All right. Do you like the hot and humid weather we're having now, or would you rather have it 20 degrees below zero? All right. Ricky, WX9RLT, I know what you're going to say, but I'm going to have you mention it anyway. You like the hot weather or the cold weather?
Sorry about that, Jimmy. Long story short, playing the guitar and kind of dropped the microphone there. Man, I've been out enjoying this weather quite a bit, so cooped up in the winter time, so I've been trying to get out and enjoy every chance I get, with the sun. So, matter of fact, today was one of the longest days of the year, and I got out and enjoyed every bit I could, and I'm probably going to be feeling it in the next day or two, so I didn't put no sunscreen on, but I enjoyed every bit of it, and long story short, hot weather all the way, and I hope everybody else says the same thing. So I don't know how people can like the cold, but there are some strange people out there. I'm just messing with you. So good to hear everybody out there, man. So good to be on the radio, and much appreciated for having me, Jimmy. I'll send it back to you, WX9RLT.
Okay, Ricky, sounds good. That's great. That's great. Okay, thanks for participating here, Ricky. Okay, KD9MED, Mike. You like the hot weather or the cold weather?
KD9MED here. Well, a little of both, as long as it's not too miserable. I'm all right with the winter time, but don't like the short days. And summer's okay. I mean, I know we're into hot weather this time around, but I guess it's okay. KD9MED, back to net.
Okay, I'll put you guys in the hot weather column. Okay, 2-0 in favor of hot weather. We're keeping score here. Oh, that's right. He's K9KGT. He's short time. That's right. Okay. All right, Terry. KD9MED. You like the hot weather or you like the cold weather?
This is KD9MED. Well, I guess overall I like the variety of the seasons in this part of the country. So I'll say that to start with, and then I'll follow up by saying, all of the things being equal, if you were to put me outside in this weather, I would probably live. If you put me out in this weather for a couple of days, I would probably survive it. But if it was 20 degrees below zero, as you mentioned before, I wouldn't survive. So in that sense, this is preferable. KD9MED.
Okay, in that case, I'll put you down in the hot weather column. Okay, sounds good. Thanks. 3-0 hot weather. All right. Let's, okay. K9EPG, Alan Rochelle. What do you like, the hot weather or the cold weather? K9ME, oh boy, K9EPG, Al, you still with us? All right, he must have gone down the hall there. We'll try for him later. All right, AC9JZ, Mike, what do you say? You like the hot weather or the cold weather?
Jimmy, there's no question about it. I definitely prefer the warm weather. At least you don't have to shovel it. You can go work in the garden or do what you want, but you don't have to shovel it, and you don't freeze. So I just love it. I love the warm weather, and so many things you can do. I was looking at it. I almost wanted to go out to that Rockford Wake Park today just to watch that competition. It's just awesome. I've been out there already before, and it is awesome. I wish I could really compete in myself anymore, but I can't. Not the way I am. I'm just not up to doing the heavy-duty jumps and do the crazy stuff. But it's fun to watch. I love to watch it. I just love the nice weather, and it brings back memories too. So I love the weather. I love the warm weather. Thank you, Jimmy. H9JZ.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good, Mike. And with that, I'm going to cast my vote. I cast my vote for the hot weather. All right, 5-0, shutout. You bet. Oh, I love it. Who in the hell ever heard of bundling up when it's 90 degrees? That is so silly, so stupid. And no, I really do. I like the hot weather. At least you go outside, you usually don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about heavy clothing or what have you. That you can really enjoy it. So that's for sure. Yeah, boy, those of us going to be doing field day this weekend. Let's be careful. Drink plenty of liquids and what have you. So okay. Any more stations would like to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
AC9JZ again. I think we just voted winter away. There should be no more winter now.
This is K9 GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net, K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transferring from Friday Night Fun Net Center on Freeport. I'll go along with you on that. That'd be okay with me, Mike. Definitely sounds good. Okay, I'm just trying to put stuff away here, kind of clear my desk here. There's definitely good stuff in the June Hamrag magazine, all about field day and what have you, all the different stuff going on. I think that's definitely great. That's for sure. Definitely looking forward. Again, let's hope the rain stays away until at least after 1 o'clock on Sunday. We want everything to be as normal as possible here.
Jimmy, we're hams. We're not normal. We're exceptional. Remember that, exceptional.
We're exceptional. Okay, you're right. Huh. Funny, you haven't heard Justin K9FDO. He must be working late or something must have happened. Must be busy with stuff. I'm sure we'll hear him later on. If not, we'll put him down as an honorary check-in. Now I'm gonna get, let's see. I got a couple radio nut jokes I'm gonna pass along related to field day. You know you're a radio nut when, on field day, after you have made over 4,000 contacts, you look at your HT upside down, and you wonder why it's on the wrong frequency. Then you realize you've got to get some Z's. That was from Roger, N9RJ and a W. Let's get it. Okay, now we'll look for the, I got one more here. Oh boy, somebody's shooting off fireworks. It ain't even 4th of July yet. Not for another 2 weeks yet. All right, where'd you go here? Here's another one. This is my own radio nut joke. You know you're a radio nut when, on field day, you have 3 different stations, CW, HF, and PSK 31, set up at your home QTH. And you go crazy trying to make 3 contacts on 3 bands at the same time. That's my own radio nut joke. You have any homemade radio nut jokes you want to pass along, and give me a call on the radio on the Friday Night Fun Net hotline. The homemade radio nut jokes are better than the 30 original ones anyway. Okay, at this time, are there any more stations who would like to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Unable to copy the last station trying to make contact, you might want to increase your power or change locations. Let's try that one more time, please. I'm sorry, I'm not able to copy you at all. If either you get to a better location, I'll tell you what you do. Give me a call on the Friday Night Fun Net hotline, area code 815-232-FN-232-3636. I think this might be John, K9DDF, John and Elgin. Try that. I'll stand by, see if you can contact me again. Oh, K9YI, Wisconsin Monroe. Okay, I've got to check. Now you're on your amplifier. I can copy you a lot better. You're on the input on the 195 simplex. What's going on with you, Scott? Well, that's nice. That's nice there. So okay, sounds good. I know you're gonna be involved in field day this weekend, Scott. I know you're having yours at the Monroe Fire Station there this weekend. Okay, that's good. I know you're going to be operating only until about 4 o'clock or something like that there. So here in Freeport, we're going to be operating until dark. Then we're going to close down. Then we're going to pick it up again on Sunday. No nighttime operators this time around, I'm sorry to say. Something with the park board. I don't know what's going on. Norm, K9NVN, who's putting together the field day, he said the park board was giving us a hassle and what have you. I don't know what's going on. We never used to have this problem before. For years, we always used to operate at night. So I don't. Stand by hotline.
Answer the phone.
Okay, that was John, K9DDF in Elgin. He heard the phone ring. He can't hear the repeater, but he heard the phone ring. So, okay, John, that's the situation. I don't know what's going to happen. I think at our next month's Repeater Association meeting, I think we're going to talk about maybe having a possibility of moving to having our field day activities at a different location. As much as we love Craig Park and Flagstaff Hill and what have you, I know you were there several years ago. I think maybe we ought to just consider going find another location. We'll just see what happens. Okay, sounds good, Scott. If there was a station trying to check in, stand by. I'll get back to you. I'm talking to a station on Scott, K9YI on the input there, on the Simplex. I'll get back to you. Scott, before I let you go, I'm also doing a survey. Do you like the hot weather, or do you like the 20 degrees below zero, or the cooler weather? Okay, Scott, sounds good. Thanks for checking in. You have a good evening. We'll talk to you. I think Brandon will be doing that next Sunday. So we'll find out how your field day activities went. Thank you for checking in, Sundry. Have a good evening. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Okay, that was Scott K9YI checking in on the 195 Simplex. Anybody, I don't know if anybody got to hear him or not, but he was using his amplifier there. So, okay, do we have any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? We're coming over to Friday Night Fish Fry, Steak Fry, or grocery shopping, getting ready for a field day this weekend, all your food and what have you, or come over to the show. If you just turned your radio on, you've been copying the mail for the last hour and 5 minutes. This is your chance to check in the Friday Night Fun Net from in the region without traffic. It's called Case on GCR. Okay, whoever was trying to check in, I don't know if they were causing a deliberate harmful interference or what there, but we don't put up with that kind of stuff here. Okay. Any more stations want to check in? Please call now.
KD9EPZ, can I take my turn now?
Go ahead, Al. I'm sorry about that. Al, Scott, K9YI was checking it. He was talking on the simplex. That's probably why you didn't hear him. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Okay, no, it was just I heard you call me, but I was down the hall, and so I figured I'd better call back in. Yeah, I'll take the hot weather. I don't like it being as hot and humid as it is right now, but kind of hurts at the electric bill. But I prefer that to 20 below.
Okay, sounds good. This, well, 6-0 in favor of hot weather. We got a shutout zone so far. So, okay. That sounds good. Okay, I was listening to the night watch net last night on Chad's Repeater. W9AXD. He's got going there. Like the other night, their conditions were not the best. Also, on his, he moved his 8 o'clock net to his repeater now. It's not on simplex anymore, and the conditions were just fading in and out there. But I was able to check in, but that was about it.
Okay, yeah, I've been turning the radio off around 10, between 10 and 11. So I haven't really been messing around too much. Been trying to get more sleep, and it's not easy. I won't get into, but I'm up so many times during the night I don't get much sleep.
Okay, sounds good, Al. I'm sorry to hear about your situation there. Is what? Okay. Hey, Al, thanks for checking in, and we will catch you. I hope you can make as many contacts as possible tomorrow from your QTH on your field day.
We'll see how it goes, and I'll let you guys know on the RAG2 net.
Okay, sounds good. Now, I'll definitely be home for that. We won't have it. You know, we usually run past 2 hours anyways. Okay. Any more stations you want to check in the Friday Night Fun net? Please call now. Well, I think I think people that might be out getting ready for field day. I think that's probably where the turnout is so slow at tonight. I'll tell you what, I was pleasantly surprised last week when I get a big turnout. This is during the rah-rah meeting too. That's almost always the case. When I get a big turnout on Friday night, usually I don't get as many check-ins on the following Friday night. So that's the way it goes sometimes. Any more stations you want to check in, please call now. Okay, now we'll get into the Friday Night Fun and Trivia segment. This is for the benefit of those. Hopefully that truck driver is driving through northeastern Oklahoma is still listening. So this is I'm going to read these questions from the ARRL Tech Q&A book. It's how you study for a license, or you can get the owner's manual. You can study for a license for your first ham radio license. So, okay, we're going to find something here. All right. Trying to read the same questions. I'm trying to avoid reading the same questions here. Let's see what that. Okay, first question. Which of the following indicates that a repeater is... Let's do that again. Which of the following indicates that a station is listening on a repeater and looking for a contact? A, CQ, followed by the repeater's call sign. B, the station's call sign followed by the word monitoring. C, the repeater call sign followed by the station's call sign. D, QSY followed by your call sign. Which of the following indicates that a station is listening on a repeater and looking for a contact? A, CQ, followed by the repeater's call sign. B, the station's call sign followed by the word monitoring. C, the repeater call sign followed by the station's call sign. D, QSY followed by your call sign. Anybody have a correct answer to this question? The station trying again, come back. Okay. Which of the following indicates that a station is listening on a repeater and looking for a contact? The correct answer is B, Bravo. The station's call sign followed by the word monitoring. Because repeaters usually have a strong signal on a known frequency, it's not necessary to make a long transmission to attract listeners tuning by. The easiest way is to just give your call sign followed by monitoring. Ham Radio License Manual, page 6-4. Find another one here. Okay. What is the Amateur Radio Emergency Service, or ARES, or ARES? A, a group of licensed amateurs who have voluntarily registered their qualifications and equipment for communications duty in the public service. B, a group of licensed amateurs who are members of the military and who voluntarily agreed to provide message handling services in the case of an emergency. C, a training program that provides listening courses for those interested in obtaining an amateur license used during emergencies. D, a training program that certifies amateur operators for membership in the Radio Amateur Civil Emergency Service. Let me reset. What is the Amateur Radio Emergency Service, or ARES? A, a group of licensed amateurs who have voluntarily registered their qualifications and equipment for communications duties in the public service. B, a group of licensed amateurs who are members of the military and who voluntarily agreed to provide message handling services in the case of an emergency. C, a training program that provides listening courses for those interested in obtaining an amateur license to use during emergencies. D, a training program that certifies amateur operators for membership in the Radio Amateur Civil Emergency Service, or RACES. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
Alpha. And I had one more thought.
Okay, stand by, Mike. There was another station trying to get in there. Let's get there was another station, come back. Okay, Mike, go ahead with your thoughts.
I agreed with the actual, the last one, the last test question is correct. When I am, occasionally though, when I am monitoring a repeater frequency and I announce that I'm monitoring, I will say monitoring, for instance, 195, AC9JZ monitoring 195 because sometimes people have their radios on a scanner function and they don't know which one they were listening to when that came through. So it's nice to say 195 or which repeater or frequency you were speaking on, so they know which one you're monitoring. I just thought that I'd throw that idea in. It's not a legal question, it's or a question for the test, but I think it's a good idea to let people know. Thank you, KC933.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Mike. Well, you know, I do the same thing too. I always say, like, when I'm on 3.9, I'll say K9 GCR monitoring 3.9, or when I'm on this repeater, I'll say K9 GCR monitoring 195. Yeah, I'll do it too. Yes, that's about it. Thank you very much for your input. So, okay, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna. Yeah, A is correct. A is correct. Mike, you are correct. What is the Amateur Radio Emergency Service Aries? It's the correct answer is A Alpha. A group of licensed amateurs who have voluntarily registered their qualifications and equipment for communications duties in the public service. Let me reset. Okay. Aries consists of licensed amateurs who have voluntarily registered their qualifications and equipment for communications duties in the public service. Its members support local and regional government and non-governmental agencies such as the Red Cross, Salvation Army, and National Weather Service. Any licensed amateur can participate in Aries. And read the license manual, page 6-18. Before I continue, let me state that this is the main purpose of field day, to prepare for any emergencies that may arise. Like sometime when we have a major disaster, a major storm goes through, we lose electrical power. You have any form of communications at all, you can get your radios going. Just set up with your emergency generators or backup battery supplies, and just set up your antennas outdoors and what have you. That's the main purpose of field day. Excuse me, that's the original purpose of it. Anyway, that's what we'll be doing this weekend, starting tomorrow, ending Sunday. Okay, let's see another question here.
Name's easy, Jimmy.
Yeah, go ahead.
Agree with you, that is the primary reason, but I kind of think that, let me ask you if you agree or if anybody else agrees or disagrees, but I think the second reason is to have some fun. Field day is to have some fun, too.
Yeah, I think you're right, Mike. Yeah, well, of course, all the content, like making fun, see how many points you can make or anything like that. For me, it's not about points. It's about to see how many contacts I can make. That's for sure. That's probably what I'll be doing here at home late tomorrow night after I get home. I'll probably see how many contacts I can make for my QTH here. So that's about it there. So okay, Mike. Thanks for your comments. Okay. Alright, I'm not going to read that one. Alright, let's see. Okay. What type of propagation is responsible for allowing over-the-horizon VHF and UHF communications to ranges of approximately 300 miles on a regular basis? A. Tropospheric ducting. B. D. Region refraction. C. F2 region refraction. D. Faraday rotation. What type of propagation is responsible for allowing over-the-horizon VHF and UHF communications to ranges of approximately 300 miles on a regular basis? A. Tropospheric ducting. B. D. Region refraction. C. F2 region refraction. D, Faraday rotation. Anybody correct answer to this question?
KD9EPZ, A is an alpha.
You are correct, Al. You are correct. What type of propagation is responsible for allowing over the horizon VHF and UHF communications to ranges of approximately 300 miles on a regular basis? Correct answer is A alpha, tropospheric dusting. Tropospheric dusting is regularly used by amateurs to make VHF and UHF contacts that would otherwise be impossible by line of sight propagation. Ham radio license manual page 4-1. All right, find another one here.
Jimmy, do you know the reason why? I do believe I might be incorrect, but I think I'm correct, and Al might know better. But I do believe, I know when you get fog, that very often you will notice that you have the tropospheric ducting along with the fog. But what really happens is the inversion, where you have, normally you have cold air above and warm below, and it gets inverted. And that's what focuses the signal for some reason. Anybody else have an idea on that?
Oh, I guess I don't think anybody else has any comments. We maybe have a point there too. So, okay, I'm going to read some more questions here. What does the scanning function of an FM transceiver do? A, checks incoming signal deviation. B, prevents interference in nearby repeaters. C, tunes through a range of frequencies to check for activity. D, checks for messages left on a digital bulletin board. What does the scanning function of an FM transceiver do? A, checks incoming signal deviation. B, prevents interference to nearby repeaters. C, tunes through a range of frequencies to check for activity. D, checks for messages left on a digital bulletin board. Anybody correct to answer this question?
KD9EPZ. I'm going to forget what the question was. Oh, that's crazy.
This is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun, and the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun at Central and Freeport. What does the scanning function of an FM transceiver do?
It checks multiple frequencies for activity.
It allows you to scan a series of frequencies.
Okay, you are both correct. What does the scanning function of an FM transceiver do? The correct answer is C, Charlie, to tune through a range of frequencies to check for activity. Repeater frequencies are evenly spaced in channels, so you know exactly what frequency to use when you do find or select a repeater. You can also use the scanning function of your video to listen for activity on repeater or simplex channels. Ham radio license manual page 6-10. And I think there was another station trying to check in the Friday Night Fun net. Dave, AK9F, was that you trying to check in?
Yes, it was. I'm calling from north of Janesville at our Rock County Ham Radio Field Day site.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. I was going to ask you what you're going to do for the field day. So that's great. That's great.
Yeah, we're using the same location we always use, the Fire Department Training Center up here in Janesville.
Okay, sounds good. I'm doing 2 roundtable questions tonight. Second question. Do you like this weather, or would you rather have it cool? Would you like this warm weather?
I used to like it a lot better than I did this year, but it's too extreme yet. Get worse, though. Over.
Sounds good, Dave. Okay. Yeah, drive home safely. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Have fun at field day this weekend.
K9RFD.
Okay, do we have any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
Kilowatt Echo 9 Norway.
KD9MED, good evening, Kurt. What's going on with you?
I'm just finishing up some stuff for field day. I've been busy with field day all day, loading up stuff, and I'm just kind of finishing up some stuff right now.
Okay, that sounds good. Sounds good.
Contact.
Let's hope it does not rain until after 1 o'clock on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, very good. Okay, Jimmy. Anyhow, you carry on and I'll be listening.
Ted.
Okay, sounds good, Kurt. Stand by. Another station, go ahead.
Kurt, are you going to be at the VFW tomorrow?
No, we are going to be at Camp Winnebago for field day, which is just off of Route 2.
Okay, thank you much. K9R.
Okay, that's great. This net's not formal, folks. That's what's great about this net. That's for sure. Okay, hey, Kurt, I gotta ask you something. You like this? I'm doing a second survey like I always do every year when we have hot weather or heat wave. You like this weather, or would you rather have a cold or a cool?
No, I'd probably rather have it cool. I had heat stroke a couple times growing up when I was detasseling corn, and so I don't get along with the heat real well. If I had the preference, I'd probably rather have cool or cold weather. But again, that's just me. Now, it's not that I don't like summertime. I just don't like to be out in it when it's like 90. If it's 80, that doesn't bother me.
Okay, Kurt, I understand. Okay, hey, I'll let you go, and you'll be listening. I don't know if Dean K9FLO is going to get in there or not. He didn't get on last week. I think I put him down as non-rate checking. Okay, Kurt, thank you for checking in.
Very good, Jimmy. Okay, I'll be listening. KC9GCR, KE9N.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks for checking in, Kurt. Any more stations you want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now.
KD9MED with an internet check-in.
Okay, Mike, go ahead.
Yep, please check in Patrick there. Keep finding 9 silver dollars.
Okay, KF9SD, okay, he's checked in. I'll put a little IC and then my next call for internet check-in. Oh, okay, that's okay. Pat, thanks for checking in. The only time I talk to him on the radio when he's on the Monroe repeater. So that's about it. Okay, Mike, thanks. Okay, do we have any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. The last station trying to check in, unable to copy, nothing but noise. You want to increase your power or change the location? Okay, all right. Okay. Just a minute. Oh, I read that. I'm not reading that question again. I'm trying to avoid the same questions. I read the same questions every week. Things will get boring here. So, all right. What is the disadvantage of air core coaxial cable when compared to foam or solid dielectric types? A. It has more loss per foot. B. It cannot be used for VHF or UHF antennas. C. It requires special techniques to prevent moisture in the cable. D. It cannot be used at below freezing temperatures. What is the disadvantage of air core coaxial cable when compared to foam or solid dielectric types? A. It has more loss per foot. B. It cannot be used for VHF or UHF antennas. C. It requires special techniques to prevent moisture in the cable. D. It cannot be used at below freezing temperature. Anybody correct to answer this question?
KE9N.
Go ahead, Kurt.
I think the answer C is in Charlie.
You are correct, Kurt. You are correct. What is the disadvantage of air core coaxial cable when compared to foam or solid dielectric types? Correct answer C, Charlie. It requires special techniques to prevent moisture in the cable. Connectors that conceal the coax core must be used with extra attention paid to waterproofing. Another technique is to pressurize the cable. Ham radio license manual page 4-17. I hope that truck driver down in Oklahoma is still listening to this. So, I'm not going to read these satellite questions. I'm not going to worry about that. And we're not using that either. Skip that one. Okay. What is a disadvantage of using a handheld VHF transceiver with a flexible antenna inside the vehicle? A. Strength is reduced due to the shielding effect of the vehicle. B. The bandwidth of the antenna will decrease, increasing SWR. C. The SWR might decrease, decreasing the signal strength. D. All these choices are correct. What is a disadvantage of using a handheld VHF transceiver with a flexible antenna inside the vehicle? A. Signal strength is reduced due to the shielding effect of the vehicle. B. The bandwidth of the antenna will decrease, increasing SWR. C. The SWR might decrease, decreasing the signal strength. D. All these choices are correct. Anybody correct to answer this question? Okay, what is the disadvantage of using a handheld VHF transceiver with a flexible antenna inside the vehicle? The correct answer is A alpha. Signal strength is reduced due to the shielding effect of the vehicle. When using a handheld transceiver inside the vehicle, the standard flexible rubber duck antenna may not be an effective antenna. The vehicle's metal roof and doors act like shields, trapping the radio waves inside. Some of the signal gets out through the windows unless they're tinted with a thin metal coating, in parentheses, but it's as much as 10 to 20 times weaker than an external mobile antenna. Ham radio license manual page 4-12. All right, we'll find another one here. All right. Oh, that's rather lengthy. I'm not going to read that one. All right. Why should a 5-ampere fuse ever be replaced with a 20-ampere fuse? A. The larger fuse would be likely to blow because it is rated for a higher current. B. The The power supply ripple would greatly increase. C, excessive current could cause a fire. D, all of these choices are correct. Why should a 5 ampere fuse never be replaced with a 20 ampere fuse? A, the larger fuse would be likely to blow because it is rated for higher current. B, the power supply ripple would greatly increase. C, excessive current could cause a fire. D, all these choices are correct. Anybody correct to answer this question?
K9EPZ, C is in Charlie.
You are correct, Al. You are correct. Why should a 5 ampere fuse never be replaced with a 20 ampere fuse? Correct answer is C, Charlie. Excessive current could cause a fire. Replacing a blown fuse with one having a higher current rating, even temporarily, could allow the fault to permanently damage the equipment or start a fire. Do not use a device with a higher current rating, even temporarily. Handbrake license manual page 3-12. That's right, all right. Okay. We're going to do one more question, and I think that'll be doing it for the trivia for this week. Let me find it here. I'll find it. All right. Okay, we'll find something here. All right. What are the toughest questions in your tech, general, and extra Q&A? Your tower questions, of course. Those of you who are getting your new licenses for your first ham radio licenses, your new technicians, someday you're going to be involved in a tower climbing expedition. You're going to be climbing the tower itself, or you're going to be part of the ground support crew. If you take go to the nearby VE testing sessions in the area. By the way, our next one will be in Saturday, August 3rd at 12:30 p.m. at Freeport Public Library. This next question might put you over the top as far as getting your license. All right, here it goes. What is required when climbing an antenna tower? A, have sufficient training on safe tower climbing techniques. B, use appropriate tie off the tower at all times. C, always wear an approved climbing harness. D, all these choices are correct. What is required when climbing an antenna tower? A, have sufficient training on safe tower climbing techniques. B, use appropriate tie-off to the tower at all times. C, always wear an approved climbing harness. D, all these choices are correct. Anybody have a correct answer to this question? Those of you who climb towers should know the correct answer to this one by heart.
Kilowatt Echo 9 Norway.
Go ahead, Kurt.
The answer is D. All those choices are correct.
You are correct, Kurt. You are correct. What is required when climbing an antenna tower? A, have sufficient training on safe tower climbing techniques. B, use appropriate tie-off the tower at all times. C, always wear an approved climbing harness. Well, the correct answer to this question is D, Delta. All of these choices are correct. Starting with personal preparation, both climbers and ground crew should wear appropriate protective gear anytime work is underway on the tower. Each member of the crew should wear a hard hat, goggles or safety glasses, and heavy-duty gloves suitable for working with ropes. If you are the climber, be sure to get sufficient training on safe tower climbing techniques before beginning. Use appropriate tie-off the tower at all times, and always wear an approved climbing harness. Don't use a leather lineman's belt, as they are unsafe and no longer approved for tower work. Many climbers prefer footwear with a steel shank that supports the foot while standing on a narrow rung. ham radio license manual, page 9-19. Okay, that's going to do it for Friday Night Fun Net Trivia this week. We'll do it again next week. Okay, any more stations would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net this time? Please call now. Now, all I'm doing is a mic click, but no audio. Let's try that one more time. Well, I hope that truck driver is still listening to this net or you drive down to Oklahoma. Hopefully he got to hear some of the, he gets the idea as to what takes place during a technician's test there for first license for ham radio. I think that was great that he did that. My K9MED picked him up. I hope he's still listening. I think that was great that he did that. Okay, any more stations you want to check in? Please call now. Okay, I'll tell you what. At this time, I'm gonna give a rundown of all the other local nets we have in the area. In about the 17 minutes at 10 o'clock, the night watch net will be getting underway. That takes place on 443.750 repeater in Chicago with a PL 14.8 plus offset. They also have EchoLink capability. You can get into that way. Also, Chad, W9AXD has his 440.950 repeater linked to the 443.750 repeater. So if you can't hear the night watch net on the 443.750, you can hear it on 440.950 repeater in the Janesville. That has a PL of 123.0 plus offset. Okay. Don't forget the Saturday evening ride net, which will take place tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. on this repeater. I believe Larry, K9KZT, will be your net control operator. We go around to talk about net control. Usually picks out a topic. You want to talk about that topic, fine. If not, you can bring up something else. But we go around a few times, talk about different topics. That's what it's all about, rag to it. And that's what we do on Saturday evenings at 8 p.m. on this repeater. Saturday evening rag net. The Big Thunder Amps Radio Club holds its Sunday evening net at 7 p.m. on the 147.375 repeater in Belvedere. That has a PL of 100.0 plus offset. The Greene County Aries Races net is held every Sunday evening at 7:30 p.m. on the 145.110 repeater in Monroe with a PL 123.0 minus offset. It's a combination Aries Races and Ragtune net. I believe Brandon KD9MED will be net control this coming Sunday. Scott K9YI was net control. He was last week. In fact, he just checked into this net a few minutes ago. The Whiteside County Aries group meets at 8 p.m. and their net on 146.850 repeater in Sterling PL 114.8 minus offset. You shouldn't have any problem getting to that repeater. The antenna is about 300 feet in the air on the Illinois State Police District 1 Troop 1 radio tower at their main headquarters in Sterling. Okay, let's see. The Monday night Rah-Rah Info Net is held at 7 p.m. on this repeater. Let's see. Larry K9KZT and I sure do as a net control operator. So I ran the net this past Friday. Larry will do the net this coming Friday. The Lee County Aries Group holds its Monday evening net at 8, let's see, at 8 p.m. on the 146.970 repeater in Dixon with a PL of 82.5 minus offset. And the Kishwaukee Amps Radio Club holds its Monday evening net at 8:30 p.m. on the 146.730 repeater in the DeKalb with a PL 100.0 minus offset. Tuesday evenings at 7 p.m. on this repeater we have the Health Tech and Social Net with Larry, K9KZT is your net control operator. We ask everybody how they're doing health-wise and anybody else wants to bring anything before the net. I almost forgot to mention, Larry, K9KGD does Morse code practice immediately following the Monday and Tuesday evening nets on this repeater. The Rock County Public Service net is held also at 7 p.m. on Tuesday evenings on the 145.450 repeater in Janesville with a PL 123.0 minus offset. The Ogle County Hams have their weekly net at 8:30 p.m. on the 147.165 repeater in Oregon with a PL of 147. What's the matter? Oh God, what the hell's the matter with me? I should know that repeater. Well, anyway, it's Ogle County 147.165 repeater, 146.2 plus offset. It's held at 8:30 p.m. If there's time, they'll go to 146.595 simplex for a brief simplex net. Then they'll go back to the repeater for their 9 o'clock Aries Races net. At 7 p.m. here on this repeater, we got the Wednesday evening chat net. It's similar to what they do on the Saturday evening rag tune. They go around and rag you a few times. That's about it. Also at 7 p.m. here in Freeport on the 147.390 repeater, we PL 114.8 plus offset. I do the Stevenson County Aries net. Then at 7:30 p.m. on the 147.120 repeater in Boyd with a PL 123.0 plus offset. We got the Greater Boyd Amps Radio Club holds its Wednesday evening net. Then at 8 p.m. here in Freeport on the 147.390 repeater, PL 114.8 plus offset. We have the Wednesday evening swap net. Mel K9RFD and I share the duties of net control operator. He ran the net this past Wednesday, and I'll do the net next Wednesday. And don't forget, oh yeah, Thursday evenings at 7 p.m. on this repeater, we got the Winnebago County Skywarn training net. Joe, K9JPP was net control operator. I think we had about 5 or 6 check-ins. Then let's see. And don't forget, at 8 p.m., let me reset. The Rock County Roundtable net, formerly the Rock County Simplex net, meets at 8 p.m. on the 440.950 repeater in Janesville. PL 114.8 plus 123.0, I should say, plus offset. That's the chat, W9AXD the repeater. Also, you got the Senile net, which meets every day, Monday through Friday, 1,400 to 1,500 hours Zulu on 14.287 megahertz, 20 meters upper sideband with Chuck. W9MED is net control operator. Okay, now you're all caught up today on your local nets. Support your local net control operators, your local nets, your local repeaters, your member of any ham radio club. By all means, support your local club. Now, do we have any more stations? I'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun net. Please go now.
I'm making it.
Okay, we want to that zero call. Repeat it slowly, phonetically, if you would, please. And yes, you're making it.
K9RFD Todd, Loves Park.
K9RFD Todd in Loves Park. Oh yeah, I talked to you a while back here, about a month or so ago. How you doing? Are you enjoying this weather?
Yeah, it ain't too bad. We're trying to get our antenna straightened out here. So I apologize for not having no audio coming in there. Having a rough time with it, but hopefully we got it straightened out now. And with that, we'll turn it back to you and get back to watching the TV here, and news will be on here shortly. 73 to all, K9RFD.
K9RFD, 544, and we're standing by. T693, but yeah. And WFCZ, 693, and we're listening.
He's participating in field day this weekend. K9RFD Todd, are you going to be participating in field day this weekend?
This year, due to health reasons at the present moment, so we don't get out and about very much. That's why we're trying to square away the radio and get ready for the bad half of the year here, so that way I ain't got to worry about it. With that, we'll turn it back to you. 73 to all, K9RFD.
Okay, Todd, sounds good. Before I let you go, well, I'm doing a survey. Do you like the hot weather, or do you like the cooler weather?
Right in between. The 70s would be just fine with no humidity.
This is K9GCR to Friday Night Fun Net at K9RFD Repeater Rockford, transferring Friday Night Fun Net Center in Freeport. Okay, Todd, I'll put you down as being in between. Thanks for checking in, 73. Have a good evening. Enjoy your weekend. Okay, at this time, are there any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay, at this time, let me get all my papers straightened out here. One moment, please.
KC9GC order. This is AH2I Portable. Checking it.
AH2I Portables, K9GCR. Hello, Brad.
Hey, how you doing tonight, Jim? I would envision that you're really enjoying the heat dome we're kind of stuck in right now. I take it.
Oh yeah, you bet I'm definitely enjoying it. Past couple of nights here, I even went out and sat outside there for about an hour or so. But no, this is great. I'm not complaining about this at all.
Yeah, I'll bet you're not, Jim. The only thing I don't like about when it gets super duper hot like this, we had quite the sizzling hot summer last year. I think it was the hottest ever recorded in history, as I recall it. Tracking temps because of the extreme temperatures that were over the Atlantic and the Gulf of Mexico. Was like 5, 6, 7 degrees hotter than the average spa.
Oh That's for sure. We'll just have to wait and see what happens when it's all said and done for the summer. See what was the hottest summer we've had. So, hey, Brad, are you going to be involved in field day this weekend?
No, probably not too much, Jim. I might turn on my. I got an old Yaesu. It's from the 80s, and it's a really good shortwave transoceanic base station. And I'll probably turn that thing on and just start scanning the hand bands and doing that instead. But I haven't fired up the Yaesu FT920 in a long time. It's been a couple of years at least. I was off of 2-meter repeaters and stuff here for at least, I don't know, it's been probably about 5 or so years or something, 6 years. I don't remember when I got back on here again. So anyways, glad to, kind of be back in the loop a little bit, and kind of getting to know people and what everybody's doing and up to and all that, and just staying in the loop. It's always a good idea. So anyways, Jim, it's good to hear you and everyone else tonight for sure, but I know you had a question about the hot and cold weather for everyone there. Over.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. What do you like? I do this every year, Brad. Whoever the first heat wave we have. Do you like this? Do you like this hot weather? Or do you like the cooler weather?
I like the cooler weather as long as it's not subarctic and below zero. I like it when you can have your windows open in the autumn and you don't have to have any of the furnace going, or you got radiator heat or central or window air, whatever it is that you got, needing any of it, and you can just stick a window in the window. I'm a little dyslexic. I actually have a fan in the window and just draw in some nice, cool, fresh air, and it's always nice. So I guess I would say any kind of the temperatures around the autumn and early spring, well, even all throughout spring until this this extreme heat just sort of slams and crashes into us and just kind of lingers a while. I'm looking at these temperatures, and they're looking like they're going to stay pretty warm. We're looking at some low to mid 80s, and of course there's that slight severe weather potential tomorrow and all of that. And there's about a 5% chance of a tornado or two, is what I'm reading. Depends on, of course, the wind shear from jet stream and all that. So we'll keep our eye to the sky tomorrow for sure. Over.
I hope it stays away till after 1 o'clock on Sunday, after we get done with field day. I don't want to be rained on field day. Last 2 years ago, we almost didn't have our field day. We were able to salvage it, but that was about it.
Yeah, it's always a sizzling one around field day every year. It was so it seems. And I think it would be better if they had set field day earlier, either earlier in the spring or maybe a little bit more towards like early autumn. It's a little cool but not too cold usually, but not so like plutonic nuclear hot out there. It's pretty hard on the equipment, the generators, and you're running them, and in those tents. It can get rather roasty toasty in there real quick. I remember some of the old field days. But I'll tell you what, Jim, I remember when I first got my license, and there were hams in there, and their 70s and their 80s, puffing out that heat to make those contacts. I'll never forget that.
I hear you. I'll get back in a second here, Brad. Hold on. This is K9GCR with the Friday Night Fun Net and the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Central and Report. It is now 10 p.m. curfew time. Parents, do you know where your children are at? Lockdown. Winnebago County Jail is now going into lockdown. I remember Kerry, K9MED, was telling me he listens to the county jail frequencies in the scanner every night at 10 o'clock. Exactly. Dispatch radios all the corrections officers at lockdown, lockdown. Lights out. Time to put the jailbirds to bed. Nighty night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. I'll tell you what, Brad, anybody listening to that saying, what's going on here?
Well, sir, that's kind of been your trademark for I don't know how many years now on the net, so why break a tradition, right?
That's for sure. I don't know when I started doing that. Must have been at least several years. Anyway, but I just kind of want to wait and get. Anybody listen to that on a scanner, they're saying, oh, what's going on here?
I recall you doing that even before I made my great disappearance for a while. This life got mighty busy, rather busy, rather quickly. So yeah. You know, this is an old Motorola. It's called an AP Alpha Papa 50. One of those export radios. It was like the export version of the Radius SP50. And this thing is 29 years old, Jim. It's an oldie but a goodie. It still works. It still works. I'll tell you, these things take a licking and keep on ticking. I'll tell you, you know. And I did get a new battery for it, probably about 4 or 5 years ago or something. And the battery just sat there, you know, not even being charged in all that time. Charged it up overnight, flipped it on to check it on one of your fun nuts, and above and behold, the battery works as good as gold, like it's almost brand new. This is age what?
That radio sounds great, Brad. Of course, I still have my first radio, my ICOM IC2100H still works. I only use that to talk on locally on the 3.9 repeater, though.
Yeah, I do hear your 3.9 on this radio, and it sounds pretty good actually. I can't get into it. I got to get my antenna up again. I want to put up one of those Antron 99s for 11 meters. I want to do that, and a dual band antenna again. I got to do that. I got the antennas, and just got to get them up again. I've just been too lazy. Well, busy. Well, a couple of things. It's both busy and also lazy. So traveling back and forth a lot, and you know, commuting and what have you. And busy with other things, but I tied a stringer on my finger just to make sure I remember to do it before it's too late. The winter Jack Frost moves in. So, but yeah, those are a couple of my bucket list radio things to do.
Okay, sounds good. Hey, Brad, while I'm thinking about this, if you get a chance, I know it's probably difficult for you to get over here, but I sure would like to have those old telephones. Or if you get a chance, or tell you what, but put them in a box and ship them to me in the mail if you like.
You know what? Doesn't Justin come over to your place once in a while? I mean, I could probably arrange him to just pick the things up, or I could meet him somewhere and drop them off to him, and he can hang on to them when he comes up there, whoever, and give them to you, because I don't have any use for them. I collected them specifically for you, and they came out of an old building. One of them is a rotary. One of them's a push button. So, and they have the old ringers, because I can pick up the handset, set it down, and it goes bling. You can hear the ring, the bell in there.
Yeah, John, the K9 DDF checked it on the phone there. He said I could hear that old phone ringing. he can't hear what's going on said on the repeater, but he can hear that old telephone ringing. That's what he told me too.
Yeah, the reason they don't make those phones anymore is it's a explosion hazard. If there's a gas leak, just like in school buildings, that they don't use those old ringer bells in the halls anymore for that reason too, or fire alarms that used to be a bell type in the 50s through about the 80s when they came out with the like the simplex fire alarm horns with the strobes. The strobes are for the hearing impaired. So they can see the white strobe flashing, and it's telling them there's a fire. But as far as, the old bells for schoolhouses and whatever, like my high school and my grade school, when I was in grade school, they did use the bell ringers, and that was in the 80s, early 90s, and then they changed it by about, sometime when I was probably about third or fourth grade, they stopped using the bells, and then they switched to the PA system, electronic beep, like a like that, kind of a softer pitched tone that you could hear time for class or whatever it's trying to tell you. So in my middle school they had that system. In my high school, the old bells were still in the hallway for the fire alarms, but they were no longer, they were disabled, disengaged, and they had of course the horns, the speaker horns rather. So a lot of changes, but yeah, that's the reason why. If you're curious that why they stopped making the old ringer bell phones and all of that, because because of spark and explosion is why. If there's a natural gas leak.
Okay, sounds good. Well, I think Justin was going to come over. To do a field day, but I found out we're not going to have any nighttime operators this year like we did last year, so he's not coming. He was planning on coming over a couple of times, but I guess his work or whatever stuff got in the way. But yeah, that definitely sounds good. You can get a hold of him. That he is not checked into this net tonight, so I don't know what's going on. But he's got something else going on or what have you.
Well, he's a younger guy, so maybe he's out there pub crawling or hitting the nightclubs. You never know. We used to do that from time to time with my coworkers. When I used to work for Target, and we used to do outings and things like that. It was always fun. One of my favorite things to always do was moonlight bowling, or midnight bowling, or or whatever it is, where they have the LED lights, the dark, the blue, and the pink and the yellow lights and dark, and the lanes are glowing, and that's always fun. You're romantic too if you take your girlfriend or something out, or boyfriend. But anyways, yeah, I always enjoy doing stuff like that. But Jim, I'm 43 now, and I'm already getting some gray hairs in here, so I don't get out much like I used to. I'm a party pooper, Jim. That's what I am. Over.
I hear you, Brad. I hear you. Okay. Hey, listen. Thanks for checking in. I want to get going and see if I can get any more check-ins. Otherwise, I might end up closing this baby down here shortly. But thank you for checking in. And hopefully you'll make some contacts at field day tomorrow anyway.
All right. Sounds good, Jim. I'll try to turn it on and listen in on the shortwave band. Anyway, HF stuff. KC9GCR with FunNet control. This is Alpha Hotel 2 India, AH2I portable. We'll be listening in.
Sounds good, Brad. Sounds good. Have a good evening. We'll talk to you later. Thank you for checking the Friday Night FunNet. Any more stations you want to check in the Friday Night FunNet? If you're coming home with your Friday night fish fry, steak fry, grocery shopping, you're getting ready for that your field day, you're having a dinner before you start your field day tomorrow. If you've just turned your radio on, or you've been copying the mail for the last 2 hours and 12 minutes, this is your chance to check the Friday Night FunNet. Remember where the region with drop traffic, please call K9GCR. this time we're going to do the amateur's code. The amateur's considerate. He never knowingly uses the air in such a way as to lessen the pleasure of others. 2, the amateur's loyal. He offers his loyalty, encouragement, and support to his fellow radio amateurs, his local club, and to the American Radio Relay League, which amateur radio is represented. 3, the amateur is progressive. He keeps his station abreast of science. He is well-built and efficient. His operating practice is above reproach. 4, the amateur is friendly. So patient sending when requested. Friendly advice and counsel to the beginner. Kindly assistance, cooperation, and consideration for the interests of others. These are marks of the amateur spirit. 5, and this is very important. The amateur is balanced. Radio is his hobby. He never allows it to interfere with any of his duties he owes to his home, his job, his school, or his community. And 6, the amateur is patriotic. His knowledge and his station are always ready for the service of his country and his community. That's the amateur's code. As Tony K9RFD, our EC here in Stevenson County, always used to say, something to live by not only on the radio, but throughout life itself. Now, are there any more stations that'd like to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you about the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. This net is being live streamed on the internet and recorded for future rebroadcast on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. Go to Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page, punch in your call sign, follow instructions, and you're in business. I believe we have about 168 people, maybe more than that or less, signed up for it. Contact Brad AH2I, Justin K9FEO, or Ricky WX9RLT, and they'll get you signed up. You want to sign up for the Facebook page. You see, let's see. This is K9GCR to Friday Night Fun Net and K9RFD Repeater Rockford. Transmitting for Friday Night Fun at Central Air Freeport. Do we have any more stations you want to check in? Please call now. Oh, strawberry moon phenomenon. I guess it's going to be the full moon is the strawberry moon this month. When it happens on Friday, we have a full moon on the Friday night. It's the Friday Night Fun Net moon. Well, getting back to what I was telling you about the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page. Listen to the Friday Night Fun Net all day, every day, or all night, every night. Every night is Friday night with the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page. Almost every edition of the net that's ever been broadcast as you hear on that Facebook page. Well, not really. Just by the last few years, we'll put it that way. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, you can't sleep. Well, I'm going to turn on the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page. If that doesn't put me to sleep, I don't know what will. But you see pertinent information about the net. You see updated information in my Amtrak. You'll even see pictures of it, and you'll even see weather information. So, if you want to sign up for the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page, contact Brad AH2I, Justin K9FEO, or Ricky WX9RLT, and they'll get you signed up. Okay, next I want to tell you about the Friday Night Fun Net Central Hotline. Area code 815-232-FN-FN, 232-3636, the local Freeport number. It's a traditional red desktop touch-tone telephone. You heard it ring earlier this evening during the net, folks, when John KC9DDF checked in. When I'm transmitting, when that phone rings, that's a real telephone ring, folks, not that phony baloney cell phone ring. Oh, you see pictures of it on the Facebook page. It's a traditional red desktop touchstone telephone. Okay. Okay, do we have any more stations we want to check in? Please call now. Okay, I'm going to do my honorary check-ins now. N9ARB, Tony, REC here in Stevenson County. HC honorary check-in. N9TAB. It's better have Tracy honorary check-in. Okay. Now I'm going to put down, let's see, K9FEO. HC honorary check-in. One of the best guys in the whole world. He doesn't listen. He doesn't check in every Friday night, but he listens every Friday night. Richard. N9ZO. HC honorary check-in. Okay, let's see. KD9HKX. HC honorary check-in. Okay. K9FLO. Dean HC honorary check-in. Oh, yes. I got to put him. Oh, that's right. Yes. W9AXD Matt. HC honorary check-in. He'll be very busy this weekend with field day. Okay. KD9SAZ. Dan, HC honorary check-in. Okay, one moment, please. Yeah, he's checked in. Oh, yes. N9EGF. I got to put him down. Yes, yes. Okay, now I'm going to do my Stevenson County check-ins. Let's see. N9WSQ, George. Our Stevenson County Repeater Association president. I'll see him at field day tomorrow. DLB. Dave here in Freeport, about a mile east of me. Lives more than north of beautiful downtown Freeport. Got him checked in. K9LOA, Brandon and the rural Lena, HC honorary checking, and the rural Macau. KD9OVJ, John HC honorary checking. Okay. Rockford got up to 92 degrees, and we got to 89 degrees. So that's good. That's good. Okay, do we have any more stations I'd like to check in the Friday night fund? Please call now. Come on, keep that rain out here. We don't want any rain till after 1 o'clock on Sunday. One moment, please. I'm watching the weather report. This is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun, K9RFD Repeater, Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun, Chester and Freeport. Do we have any more stations you want to check in? Please call now. Anybody have any questions, comments, or traffic or input you'd like to bring before the net? Well, I hope you enjoyed the Friday Night Fun Net as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. A great net. Let's hope everybody has a happy field day activity this weekend. Let's hope the weather cooperates. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Okay. Any more stations you want to check in? Please call now. Please. Stand by for a couple minutes. Be right with you. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. This is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net, and K9RFD Repeater in Rockford. Transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net, Central and Freeport. Any more stations want to check? Please call now. Okay, I think we're going to wrap this thing up here for tonight. I want to thank everybody for checking in. Have a good time at field day tomorrow. And, oh, yes, be sure you tell your mothers, your fathers, your sons and daughters, your brothers and sisters, your aunts and uncles, your nieces, your nephews. Be sure you tell your grandparents, your in-laws, your neighbors across the street, down the street, next door. Be sure you tell your butcher, your baker, your candlestick maker. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the checkout counter to your grocery store. Be sure to tell the clerk behind the counter to your convenience store. Be sure to tell your waiters, your waitresses, or your bartenders at your friendly neighborhood bars, restaurants, taverns, or pubs. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the counter at your local post office when you buy your stamps or make out a money order. Be sure you tell your bank cashier when you go to withdraw, your teller when you go to withdraw money from your local bank. Be sure you tell your members of local PTA or PTO. Be sure you tell your priests, your ministers, your rabbis, your mullahs, your ayatollahs, or your imams. Be sure you tell your stockbroker. Be sure you tell your probation officer, your parole officer, or divorce lawyer. Be sure you tell your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your ex-boyfriends, or ex-girlfriends, your husbands, your wives, your ex-husbands, your ex-wives, your ex-in-laws, and of course your old ladies about the Friday Night Fun Net. More check-ins are better than that. Make sure you have valid FCC license before you check in. We do not take check-ins from jailbirds, jammers, potty mouths, crackheads, dopeheads, potheads, telemarketers. If you sit in the clubhouse, take a knee or clench your fist when the national anthem is being played, we don't take your check-ins. If you don't back the blue, we don't take your check-ins. And it's plain and simple as that. Oh yes, be sure you tell your priests, your ministers, your rabbis, your mullahs, your ayatollahs, or your imams. Okay, about Friday Night Fun Net. Do we have any more stations you want to check in? Please call now. Okay, sorry about the delay there, folks. This concludes the Friday Night Fun Net for Friday, June the 21st, 2024, the first Friday Night Fun Net of the summer. This is the last call for stations who want to check the Friday Night Fun Net. Please call now. Last call for Ratchet Jaw. Okay, this concludes the Friday Night Fun Net for Friday, June 21st, 2024, with an unofficial count of 37 check-ins. I want to thank everybody for checking in. Hold on here. Oh boy, before I do that, I want to thank Dan, N9DCH, and the trustees of this repeater, the members of the 195 group for allowing us to use this repeater to host the Friday Night Fun Net. I'm going to run down this list of stations and check-ins so far. Myself, K9GCR, Net Control. WG9GD, H9NW, KD9YBG, N4WGN, N9BWM, K9QPL, AI9R, K9RGG, WX9RLT, K9MED, K9KZT, and K9MEP, and KD9EPZ. H9GZ, K9YI, K9EDF, K9F, KD9N, KF9SD checked on the internet, K0IGZ, AH2I Brad, and my honorary check-ins, N9ARB, N9CAB, K9FBO, N9CO, K9HKX, K9FLO, W9AXD, KD9SAG, N9EGF, N9WSQ, N9DLB, KD9LOA, KD9OBJ, AC9GO, and KD9YUM. Let's see. Total of, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. 20 on-air check-ins, 1 internet check-in, 1 hotline check-in, and let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 honorary check-ins for a grand total of 37 check-ins overall. Now, this is the last call for any station who want to check in tonight's net with ground traffic. Please call K9GCR. Last call for Ratchet Jaw. This is K9GCR to Friday Night Fun Net on K9RFD Repeater Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Central Radio Board. Happy field days to one and all, everybody. This concludes the Friday Night Fun Net. I'm now going to close down this net and return to Repeater in the frequency normal net radio use at 10:35 p.m. Central Daylight Time, 3 hours 35 minutes Zulu time with an unofficial count of 37 check-ins. This may be revised. 7-3's everybody. Happy field day, everybody. This is K9GCR. Be clear. Wish you all a very pleasant good night. 7-3. K9MED, K9MED, K9GCR.
KD9MED.
Go ahead and post it, Mike. 2 hours 37, 2 hours 35 minutes net. Unofficial count of 37 check-ins.
All right, copy that, Jimmy. We'll get it posted. KD9MED, clear on your final.
7-3, Mike, thanks for all you do. Thanks for letting that truck driver know, with that truck driver. I think that was wonderful. Talk to you later. I hope you heard the trivia segment there. Maybe get his license. K9GCR, we clear. 7-3, good night. Talk to you next week.